Okay, it says we're live. Okay, here we go. Let that sit for a second. And welcome to another episode of Bacon on the Rocks. I am Chuck along with Mike, and if we look over, Mike, if you look like straight ahead, I got to look to my left a little bit here. There's a stranger here. Do we know who this guy is?
He's not a stranger, but...
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
We have Big Papa Gary Spears from 102.5 Mix FM. What's going on, buddy?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me, guys.
No, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
Of course. It's been a long time coming. You know, we tried to put this together for
We talked
a while
about it
now.
a couple times. Yeah.
I know, we did.
And then what happens? Life happens. That's
Always.
exactly what it is.
The
That's what
summer
happens.
happened, really, because we were just before summer, and then it was like that last little round of like sicknesses coming through, like
Yep.
right at the end of school.
Yep.
Everybody was getting sick, and it was happening here, and it just was.
But I mean, that's what happens like with relationships too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the people you went to college with, or people that you used to work with, or whatever. You know, you used to spend all this time together with, and then situations change. People get married, people have families. This, you know, people move, this, that, and the other, and you lose touch. And it's not because anything in particular happened. It's just life happened.
Yeah.
And you go on, and then in fact, I got a text randomly today. From a kid I went to high school.
Oh, I thought it was
with.
me. I was like, what did I say now?
No, I swear it wasn't me. My phone was hacked. No, but it was somebody that like I literally drove my my bicycle to his house in 5th grade to play Mike Tyson's Punch Out and play basketball. He had the rim that you can move it up and down. You know, do it was like the 4 foot, the 6 foot.
Yep.
So everyone was dunking on it. You know, Jordan. You know, it was all that stuff. And he and I hadn't seen each other in probably about 3 years.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, I heard you today. I just wanted to reach out. Just want to say,
That's
you know,
awesome.
how are you? You know, miss you. Hope everything's good.
Yeah.
Like, and again, nothing happened. But it was like, all right,
Imagine if
cool.
he just like rode his bike over
I was hoping.
the
I
same
was
BMX
hoping.
he had and be like, hey, I heard you on. I just rode over to check it out. Want to know if you want to shoot some
I
hoops?
jumped on my Huffy.
But do you still know how to beat all the guys from Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
No.
I do.
Screw Soda Popinski, by the
love
way.
it.
Screw Soda Popinski.
It's the best. Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
I don't know. This has been
love
coming up a
it.
lot lately, too.
No, but that's the next episode. I'm gonna bring my Raspberry Pi. And
Okay.
We're gonna play why we have a show. What do you think?
Wait, you're
We'll go through the classics.
you're gonna eat raspberry pie?
No, it's the Raspberry Pi is where all my games are. Anyway,
It's that little
yeah.
computer chip that's
Listen,
like.
you're talking to a fat guy. You said raspberry. I'm half excited
No,
right now
it's
because
not
you said
it's not
pie.
the eating episode. It's the Mike Tyson's Punch Out episode. He's like, oh, of course you'd have me here today.
No,
you
I-
guys are eating next week.
I
Oh,
legit have it. I still have my original Nintendo.
I have
Oh, I
mine.
do too.
From back in the day.
I have
yeah.
mine, but I realized you could put it all into a little thing like this. So I have all the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy. It's all in one.
Yeah, I bought
it's
one
like-
of those off of TikTok
so
shop for
easy.
like $10. It's great.
These are the real games, though. Not those. Not
awesome.
those. They're not.
Yeah.
I've seen those other ones, and you're like, Donkey Kong. What is this? It's like Conky Wrong, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
It doesn't even
It's
look
like going
right.
to New York
Yeah.
City and getting a Tyrex watch.
Yeah. You're like, what is this? That's right.
So, actually, speaking of, I hate to go to that, but like speaking of food and stuff.
Oh, here we go.
I was going to ask you
you're fine,
because
you're
what
fine.
we did on the last podcast
we did the
is
Oreo thing,
we
yeah.
did the Oreo thing. They made Oreos that taste like Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola
that taste like Oreos.
I saw
Have you
that.
tried it?
I saw it and I was like, I heard that the Oreo cookie was decent.
Yep.
But the
cookie
soda
wasn't bad.
but the soda was trash. That's what I heard.
The soda wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
You only really taste the soda on the
The
first
soda was
sip, I
horrible.
think. The
No,
first sip.
soda was horrible.
Did you ever try the back in the day when I was doing mornings with McBride, like way back in the day? Jones Soda Company every Thanksgiving would come out with a line of Thanksgiving sodas, and it would be it was like a pack, and there would be turkey soda, there would be green bean casserole soda, there would be cranberry soda, it was all the stuffing soda. It was.
Did you ever?
So,
did you ever do the bacon soda?
No, I don't think we did.
Not baking, not bacon soda, but bacon.
Yeah, I know what you're
rocks
saying. No, I
soda,
don't think we
yeah.
did. But I think what you're talking about, I think we did do that on a podcast. We got some really nasty sodas.
Oh, that
and
was
it
awful. It was a great bit, but it tasted awful.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible.
It's like the jelly beans, the vomit jelly bean.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Those are the
yeah.
worst.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Awful.
absolutely
Yeah.
terrible. What's wrong?
Again, great bit, awful taste.
How do they get it so good? Like, yeah, like, could you imagine being the guys that sit there and do that? Like, okay, guys, today we're doing the vomit
who
jelly
approves-
bean.
but who
we're gonna
approves it?
test this. We're gonna like, who comes up with the
This
formula
tastes
for
like
vomit? I got the secret formula for vomit. Like, really? Like, okay, that's great.
All right, so at the end of the day, like people can have bad days and people can have good days. No matter how much you hate your job, at least you're not the person that's taste testing the vomit jelly bean.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Oh, I
But
wouldn't want that
be,
total.
but there's got to be somebody out there that actually likes it, right? Somebody that actually likes that jelly bean.
Yeah.
Chuck's like, yeah.
Some people pay extra for it, you know, whatever.
What is it? It's like vomit.
There's vomit,
boogers,
eggs,
I don't even know.
like rotten eggs, I think.
rotten
is one
eggs
of
is
them.
a gross one.
I remember there was the surprisingly good was the popcorn one.
It was super buttery. Yeah, it was.
Was that a bad one? Was that supposed to be a bad one? Or
No, I just enjoyed it. I just
exactly.
enjoyed it.
My
I
sister
think it was
did
either
too.
like butter or vomit.
Yeah.
It was like the same color.
Yeah.
So you didn't know.
Yeah, it was
so
that-
you were
that
going to
Jelly
get
Belly
something
game,
really
yep.
buttery, or you were going to throw up.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
So, and I apologize. Everybody's like kind of looking, and I'm like, I'm halfway here because I'm also like video switching and I'm watching my peripheral vision. I'm not trying to like
all right.
look down here.
You know what you should have did? You should have did like a super cool mirror setup.
I should have a son doing.
You
this,
should have had
but-
like a mirror, and then you could see it. Like,
Well, I
without
know
looking,
it's
you know what
bug.
I'm saying?
He likes, which I don't blame him. He likes to know when he's on and
Yeah,
when he's
because
not.
I don't ever look at the camera. It's weird.
Right.
But like
So
right
I
now,
can't
it's
tell.
on him because he's talking.
Right.
Well, I just got to know what color I am. That
You're
way.
3. You're red. So
Okay,
when you see
all
red
right.
on 3,
Yeah,
you're
I'm gonna
on.
watch.
Yeah,
Your
I know.
fingers are. You're like this over there.
I know. I
You're
know.
like that-
that's what I'm
you're like
saying.
No,
the mad
but I
switcher.
can. We literally just started doing like video streaming on Twitch and on YouTube
Yeah, I
in
saw
the
that,
morning.
yeah.
And so I have a similar situation in the studio, and I'm just used to like going and having the conversation and
Yeah.
being present.
Yep.
And then I'll get through with the segment, and I was like, oh damn, I didn't hit a button
Yeah, it was on
once.
myself
And it was,
the whole
it was on
time.
me the whole
Yeah, yeah.
time. And
Ready?
I had people in studio and I had the whole thing.
Here's my first thing. I didn't hit record on the podcast part, so I'm gonna have to take the video from here to plug in the beginning of it and then stitch it
no.
together
There
because
it is.
I didn't hit record. So there's
we're
a
live.
lot of buttons going on right
We're
now.
live.
Too many buttons. You need like a master switch. is what
So
you need.
I know, but
So, he needs an intern. That's what that is.
that's called my son,
Yeah,
and
he
he's
does have
too
an
busy
intern.
talking to his new girlfriend, and I'm like, oh, so you're too good for this.
Oh.
You're too good for this now.
You just said that
Oh,
on the
boy.
podcast. Everybody's gonna want to know now.
Oh,
Hey, we
boy.
heard your dad's podcast last night. Want to know who your girlfriend is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
he's like on the phone. He's like, and all the
You
talk.
got a girlfriend. You got a girlfriend.
And all it is you sit there and we say you got to be downstairs when you're talking. This and so all I hear is, oh wait, no, I'm too close. Okay.
What did you?
That's all it is.
What did you say?
That's all it is.
As opposed to back in the day where we would stretch that cord,
cord and go in a
as-
closet.
as long as it possibly
Yeah,
could
the
go.
kitchen telephone cord was so long. You could go
And by
anywhere with
the,
it.
by the end,
It
it
was
was
the
so
best.
stretched out. Like when you first bought it, it was real nice, you know, a tight ring, tight spiral.
Mm-hmm.
By the end, it was literally hitting the floor. And you had to like flip it up over the top of the phone that's hanging on the
Yeah,
wall.
but then,
Yeah.
remember when it would break and you'd have to like go back to the old school one until Radio Shack opened the next day to get the long one again.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you'd be like, I can't talk right now. I gotta go.
Yeah.
It's like I got short cord. I can't.
Okay.
How about, I got a good story though, quick before you talk about the.
Wait,
long
hold on. I
cords.
want to do one thing quick. Ready?
No, don't do it.
Switch.
What'd
Okay,
you
it's
do?
working now. Now
What'd
it's
you do?
directly switching. It's not cross dissolving. Okay,
What
go
does
ahead.
that mean? I don't even
No,
know.
you're
Anyway,
good.
so talking about phones. So, you know, when cordless phones came out, we got my grandmother a cordless phone, and we're like, it's going to be great. You
Like
can
in
walk
the
around
house cordless
Yeah,
phone.
yeah. You can walk
Okay.
around the house with a, you know, blah, blah. Oh, okay. You leave it plugged in, and they didn't want to leave anything plugged in. So they're like, what do you mean leave it plugged in? Well, that's the way the battery will charge, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So long story short, a couple weeks later, we said, how's the phone working out, Grandma? She's like, well, it's okay, but, you know, it didn't work the other day. And we're like, well what happened? Why didn't it work? And she goes, well, you know, Larry and I went to Walmart, and I tried to call you. No.
From Walmart.
It's not a cell phone.
That's amazing.
It's a cordless phone. So like we were joking around, me and my sister. I'm like,
awesome.
could you imagine Grandma like whipping out the cordless in Walmart? And it was like,
Extending the
Yeah.
antenna.
Larry, it's not working.
I don't hear a dial tone.
Larry, it's not working.
Oh my gosh.
Stupid thing. Long story short, she made us return it like another week
Oh, we
after
lost
that.
you.
You know,
We're all like at the situation where we're like the IT people for our parents.
Absolutely, 100%.
Like I literally
You were talking about this on the
I-
show
I-
earlier
I-
last week, I think.
Yeah, I went to breakfast with my mom, and she's like, "Here, she's like, here, can you?"
she had like a list.
something's
I
wrong
need
with my
these.
phone."
I need these apps installed on my phone, and I need
No,
a couple
she's like,
passwords and something.
she's like, "There's all this foreign stuff on my." I'm like, "Well, what do you?" Oh no, you were looking at pimple popping videos again, weren't you? Yeah,
got
I'm
hacked.
like, Mom, you can't press the pimple popping videos that have like.
Yeah, don't you know
have
about
letters that you don't know? Like there are different languages that you don't.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I spent the entire time just like exiting out, and you know, listen, unless it's from Dr. Pimple Popper, don't
do it.
Don't do it.
It's a no-no.
I'm talking to her like she's a kindergartner. Unless it's from Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yes. I put a link on your home screen. Only click that link and go to the videos.
Right now, my dad's we were just talking on the phone. He's like, yeah, so my phone is getting my emails, but my iPad isn't. Why is that? And I'm like, I don't know. I gotta literally come and hold the iPad.
Because you
and
try
see what
to
you're doing.
explain it and have them walk them through it on the phone. Just shoot me in the face.
Well,
yeah, that's literally where it's at with
You should
trying
have
to
just told him. You didn't sync your iPad. He'll be like, what? What's that?
I gotta put it in the sink.
Yeah.
What about the dishwasher?
I had that conversation today. My mom said, I want to get something like a laptop, maybe, or like an iPad. I'm like, whoa. Laptop and iPad are like big difference.
They're huge.
Big difference. And she's like, well, what would you do? What do you think I need? I'm like, well, you're good with your phone. I would just get an iPad.
Keep the same system.
You
Exactly.
know,
That's what I
just
did.
stick with the iPad. It's a little bit bigger. You can read it, but if you're going laptop, you're going down a whole nother. Yeah.
I do a ton of weddings, and my favorite is the little old lady relative that shows up with a big iPad, stepping in front of the photographer, taking pictures.
And the
Or in
iPad
the
pictures are
background,
horrible.
or the background
With
of
the case,
the
with the case
money
hanging down too. The
of
case
the
hanging
money
down.
shot. The photographer's right there, the bridegroom right there. All of a sudden, in between,
my
right
God.
behind the person doing the wedding,
pops up.
it's literally little old lady
That-
with the iPad just hitting buttons.
She's like, honey, I'm gonna bring the iPad to the wedding. We could take so many pictures. Can you imagine? It's like,
Can
no.
you believe how big the screen is?
People still do that though. People still do
It
that.
happened this
We
weekend.
travel and I see people. We were in Niagara Falls and there's like a lady holding a giant iPad. Oh, I'm just like, wow.
In the end, the iPad is their cameras aren't good.
No, they're worse than the phone.
They're great. They're horrible pictures.
And most of these people have a phone that has a better camera in their pocket, but they
Exactly.
don't realize it, and they're like, "Oh, put on the iPad."
They think because it's bigger, it's
it's a
better.
bigger screen. That's why.
Yeah. Yep. So I have 100%. But the other thing with all this technology, my parents, my dad, he'll call me every once in a while, and it's like, I just got an email from Apple. They're saying something's wrong with my account, and I should like call them right now or
They
like
said
email
something's wrong
back.
with my order.
Thank God my
if I
mom
didn't order
hasn't fallen for any of that stuff.
He hasn't fallen, but he goes, should I? I'm like, Dad, if there's ever an issue and you're concerned about it, you need to literally don't use the number that they're giving you on the iPad or the links.
Yeah, you call
go
directly.
to Apple's website, you call them up, and go from there.
And literally, if you feel like you need to ask me first, the answer is no. That's the basic answer.
Yeah.
How good do they make them though? They make those like I read.
They're really good.
I did IT for years, and I just like read them, and I'm like, wow, these are so good.
When you looked at
like,
especially with the emails,
some people just don't know, and they're like, oh my God, there's a charge on my card from Amazon. I better click it, right?
Yeah,
Like, and it looks legit.
No,
and
especially
so
with
bad.
the email stuff too, because you look at like who the email's from, unless you literally open
Click it
the
unless
email
you click that email address to see
what
it
the
says.
actual email
'cause
address
you can
is.
make it say whatever you want.
It's really convincing.
It's nuts.
Yeah, and how about the direct messages? I told you I was going through my mom's phone and like cleaning stuff
Oh
out.
yeah, I did everything.
For some,
I
don't know
your
what.
your UPS package couldn't be delivered.
Yeah.
Click here, and it's like, and everybody gets things delivered now.
I don't know what my mother was like looking at on Facebook, but it probably had to do with something religious because she got so many like, this is Jesus. Thank you for. It was all this religious stuff. Hi, this is God. It was all this stuff. And please join us.
She didn't call you though. She didn't call you though, saying, "I got a message from God."
No.
Right? No, that's not a message from God.
No, it was. I got all this foreign stuff on my phone. Please take it off.
I want to let you know your lens is clean now. And you don't have a halo effect over you anymore.
Well, I was very godly at that point.
Yes, you were. So now you're not.
Were you sliding into my mom's DMs?
I was checking Gary's mom's DMs at that point.
Grandma B, this one's legit.
Very holy.
So I want to get into a little bit. We have Gary here, and I'm very excited about that.
The most
like we
crooked
said,
water, dude. Like
you always.
I mean, what the freak?
This is Donna's water. This is what she gets. It's from Walmart. What do you want?
Discount water. Whatever. Okay. Anyway.
So, anyways,
long story short.
I want to talk a little bit just about you because you know what? You sit there and all the time you have people on your show and you're asking them questions. It's always about them.
Right.
I want to give a moment. I want to talk about you a little bit here.
He's like,
I was trying to avoid this.
He's like, Chuck, that's why I do this job. So I don't like to talk about myself.
I like to deflect. Listen, like it's so weird talking about myself.
It is.
It's weird because like the last couple of weeks things have been really cool for me and I've got like there's lots of opportunities and stuff. But how do I not sound like a pretentious douche and be like, you know what I'm saying?
But you're not. But the thing is, it's happening in your life. It's the opportunity that's there. You're not. That's why it's like, you know what? I'm glad that everything that kind of just just happened recently for you. I'm like, I'm glad that we didn't get to talk earlier. Because you wouldn't have had, like, you just were presented with an award. You just got an award. You're an award winner.
I'm an
You don't have like any queued up music for that.
Let's see what this one does. Award winner. No, that's very.
That's Florida.
That's
That's the Florida.
I think that's the music the KTV used during the tornado for crying out loud.
Probably.
Did you steal that from the WKTV?
Probably. I had Kristen send it over. Thanks, Kristen.
So bad. Now it does sound familiar.
No, I was lucky enough. Now that I'm working at Galaxy and I'm doing mornings at Mix 2.5. Monday through Friday from 6 to 9:30.
Nice plug.
See what I did there? Yeah. Well, they're a member of the New York State Broadcasters Association.
Yep.
And the place that I worked before then for 10 years was not.
Oh.
And so now that I'm working for Galaxy, I'm eligible to put in for these awards.
That's awesome.
And I ended up winning Digital Personality of the Year.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Say what?
So what does that entail? Did they give
I don't know. Well,
how did you find out? Did your mom call you and say, "Gary, I got the text.
I got a DM from God. He told me you won the award.
Is this real? Is this real? I don't believe it.
My
don't look like an
prayers
award
have been
winner.
answered. The way that they're who decides are people in the Broadcast Association in different markets, so they don't have anything in the game. It's literally just from their point of view. I'm not overly funny. I'm not overly this and not overly that. If anything, I'm me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, here's me. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. You know, here
because you're just yourself.
That's
a lot of people that are personalities try to be the personality. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're trying to be something else.
Yeah.
You just do you. That's who you are.
I mean,
it's
a riled up me. It's me turned up to 12 at times. Yeah. But it's also me at my most vulnerable at times too. I have Rebecca Silence, the life coach, on every week, and at least once a month she'll make me cry. But honestly, that's why I think I've been able to do this for so long. The fact that I've been able to work in radio in my hometown, my entire career, and you know, me moving to do different radio stuff was out of the question because of my kids.
Yeah,
I wanted to be a better father than I had. So I wanted to be around, and the reason I've been able to do it is the fact that people feel like they know me.
Yeah,
you know, they have
personal connection,
an emotional investment. You know, and that's why I talk about Grandma B all the time. That's why I talk about my kids. That's why I talk, stuff
like when
that's
you used
happening.
to get everybody popping at Sickenburger Lane. And there's like,
oh my Lord,
we won't make you do the Backstreet Boys dance that you do. We'll be like, all right.
Oh boy,
on another episode we'll hit that one.
Now, I'm drunk when I drop New Kids on the Block and I start doing.
He used to do the.
Oh yeah,
he'd be behind the.
Oh yeah,
back and forth.
They had to reinforce the stage. No, but I think
he'd start breaking it down.
I think that's what it was, though. It's just the fact that they recognized, the emotional connection that people, have with me in some way, shape, or form, and I'm appreciative of it.
That's awesome.
And people feel like they know me, and in a way they do, and a lot of times they do more than my closest friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. It's weird. It's a weird dynamic, but it really is an honor to be able to.
I wish we had some audio clips of the other people that lost.
Well, and that's
and here's the runner-up.
I mean, that's what I kind of wonder, because like when I know KTV. I know a lot of people out there. We've been in the business so long. You just know all these different people, and so it's like when KTV they get an award, it's like for a specific story. You got it for like the hurricane or the tornado coverage. Let's just say, for example, they would have gotten.
By the way, Kristen got one. Kristen got one this year because of the behind the scenes TikTok footage that the digital guy did of her being in the Utica movie.
Oh, really?
That's how she got it this year.
We're gonna get in this. We're gonna get some awards. We're gonna do something. So, but I wonder, it's like, what did they listen to? For you, like, was it a specific show one day?
For that, it was literally, here's my social.
Really?
Because it was a social media award.
Okay, yeah.
So it was social media personality of the year. Okay,
so they went through your stuff.
Yeah, I literally I have a QR code on my business card. It's like, here's the link to all my socials, and they went and did, and then afterward, like, hey, congratulations, you won. Can you come up with a video I'm like, a video for just to kind of show. And I'm like, what do I
what
do?
do I do?
You
And
know?
that's when you called Chuck and it's like, Chuck, I need a video. I don't know what it's about.
But that
just
gets
do
tricky
it.
though, because if you're like told to make a video, right? It's not.
Well,
It's not necessarily like you just being you because you know you're making a video, right?
And again,
weird.
it's me, and this is me trying not to be pretentious. Okay,
Yeah.
well, what has the most likes? What has the most engagement? So I'm taking screenshots of like my Facebook and like putting them together, and you know, that's what I did, and you know, then they stopped it at a weird selfie that I took, and then we just kind of went from there.
Scare me. Chuck
I don't know.
scare me.
I move around a lot.
He never moves. Chuck never moves.
I hope you got the wide angle on
I'm
that.
still here.
No,
I didn't go anywhere.
You never get up and
I
move.
didn't change
was
that
like,
angle
I was like, what happened?
while I was live
Listen,
talking.
all of my sides are bad. Okay.
No, whatever it was, it just.
I wish I knew what button
forgot.
was you because I would have hit you and you would have been gone. Where did he go?
I'm
Chuck
one,
go?
he's two,
Where
you're
did
three.
Chuck go?
Chuck got bored.
And this is it. I'm out. See ya.
I knew it wasn't live. They must have fed him in somehow. Yeah, see?
So, I wanted to ask. So, how many years have you been doing this? And I don't know if you want to admit that.
No,
but-
I've been doing it over 20.
Awesome.
Okay.
I started interning in 94, 95.
Okay.
During the Rock and Roll Breakfast with Brad Davies at Rock 107.
Okay.
107.
Yeah, that way back in the day, and right over here in Washington Mills.
Yep.
And I was in between my junior and senior year of high school, and I'd show up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I'd make copies, I'd send faxes, I'd make coffee. I would be like
Yeah.
Do intern stuff.
do intern stuff, and Brad couldn't pay me from the radio station, so what he did, he owned a DJ business. So to like reward me for helping him, he'd be like, "Hey, come help me do this wedding, and I'll give you money."
Okay.
So
Nice.
that's how I got
Yeah.
into doing like out DJing and weddings and stuff
Yeah.
like that. When Brad moved years later, I bought his business out, and that's when I started doing like
Yeah, but,
Apollos and Second Burger.
but can
and
you
all that other
imagine
stuff.
like back in the day though, weddings back in the day where you had to have like the actual discs and stuff versus
no,
today
no,
where you could just
no,
download it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Imagine?
did it.
Holy moly!
lived
I
it.
did it.
You're like, oh, you want to hear that one song? Okay, hold on. Go through all the
So
discs.
when I started helping Brad, it was just starting to become digitals, or not digital, but CDs.
Okay.
So we would show up with a box of 45s.
Yep.
We'd show up with a box of cassette tapes.
Oh my god!
And then we'd show up with a box of CDs.
Can you imagine?
And
That's
you know,
crazy.
so with the
Now
with
you
the
just
45s,
show up with an iPad or a phone and plug it in and just start a list and say, "What do you need? You got internet here? We're good."
yeah, I mean, it makes it a lot easier,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
oh gosh, the equipment's a lot heavier. Too. But yeah, like literally, doing out 45s. You find a spot, you have to do the half turn on the cassette. You go to the first spot, and then you'd have to pop it out and then do like the quarter turn back. So you don't get the and then with CDs, you had to start from the beginning of the thing because the technology wasn't where you could start it from a certain point.
Yeah, you had
Yeah.
to go through the whole thing and
You had-
pause and
yeah.
wait and then hit it. Yeah.
And then just make sure you hit it at the right spot. Now, I have my laptop and I have my controller.
You just
I can
make a
I
list
can
as you're going and tell
predetermine-
people, "Oh, it's coming up next.
I
It's coming
can
up."
predetermine like a starting spot. Like if there's a song where I really like it, where it starts at this point.
Yeah.
Every
Oh,
time
to
I
mix
load
it
it,
right in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it loads right at that spot every time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's crazy.
That's
how
how
much
he knows how to
technology's
keep the
changed.
party going. He just hits them with the volume 12. Bam! There you go. It's like, woo! Nobody stops. Like, what is this song? Oh,
I just
yeah.
I touch buttons. If you ask my uncle, all you do is party. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don't know behind.
yeah.
So tell us about that. Like behind the scenes. What I mean, a lot of people think DJ. Okay, well, it's easy now. You push the buttons and it goes, and you do.
Just like having a podcast,
I know,
Chuck.
right?
Stressful.
Yeah.
It's stressful. That's got to be stressful though.
It's all prep.
stressful.
It's,
It is.
It's all
Yep.
prep. Like especially for like weddings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit down with the bride and groom, and we'll sit down for like 45 minutes, and we'll
Yeah.
go through like the entire day. Who's escorting who, what order, name station, song selection, all that stuff. So that way, when they get to that
You're
day,
not telling me anything I don't
they,
know?
they don't have to worry about it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then having that music ready. We were talking about, I can literally put the songs in order. So if I know, okay, we're gonna do this song, this song, this song, this song, I can create a playlist and boom,
Yep.
boom, boom, and then I can start each song independently when I need to.
Yeah.
So that way
Yep.
I'm not digging and rustling around for stuff.
Yep.
And then everything else is just it's the miles and the experience and just going through it and
Yeah.
just having a feeling, using your gut a lot of
So
times.
what do you do if you're at a wedding and someone requests a Garth Brooks song? Because you can't stream that stuff.
I haven't.
What do you mean you can't
have,
stream it? What do you
well,
mean you can't
oh,
stream
so
it?
you
I
have
bought it off Amazon.
Amazon. Okay, because I was
bought
going to
it
say
off
like
Amazon
it's
and
not
I-
on Apple Music or anything like that because he wouldn't release the
No,
rights to
I
it.
bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought Garth's Greatest Hits when I was
Okay.
when I was doing the Tin Rooster. At
So
the
you got to
Turning Stone.
download it to the computer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I have all the stuff is on my computer. It's
Yeah.
not like on a file. You know,
You're gonna have to
cloud or
edit out
anything
these
like that.
trade secrets. Garth Brooks gonna call you and be like, "Listen,
I paid my money to Amazon and then I just imported it into my iTunes.
Yeah.
And there it is. And
There you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's easy.
No, perfect. Awesome. Okay. I just knew that was the one person at least that doesn't have like music that you can find digitally and easily.
By the way,
music is-
the knockoffs when you couldn't.
Oh,
so
all
yeah.
music
bad.
is digital. All music is digital.
So bad.
you can get it anyway."
It is. It's really bad. I went through a couple songs. I was like,
So what
this
Gary
isn't
says
Garth
is,
Brooks.
you know, before a DJ's wedding gig, he goes on Napster the night before. He downloads everything,
Napster.
wakes up, he
No, no,
prays
no, no,
that
no,
it's,
no, no,
he prays
no,
that it
no.
all downloaded.
No, no, no.
And then he puts it on a disc and then goes.
Nah. LimeWire.
I never used it. I never used LimeWire.
LimeWire, I did. I used that instead of Napster. I was a LimeWire
I
guy.
went right from Napster to like torrents. I missed everything in between.
Yeah.
People were talking about LimeWire. I'm like, what is that?
I got too many viruses from Napster, so I jumped right to right.
But the Napster days on dial-up, you would like you would be ready to go to bed, and you would like just say, all right, this. It was like the top 40.
Yeah.
And you'd go to bed, and you would wake up and pray that like everything down.
That the phone didn't go get picked up somehow in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Or someone
Pray
called
that somebody
and-
didn't call you
Yep.
and man.
You know?
Oh, the
And
good old
the
days.
loud and like my kids were babies at this point.
Yeah.
And the loudest thing in the house was the modem, the dial-up modem.
It is.
I think about
It is.
my kids like we're driving. He's like, "Oh, did you hear this song?" Or he just goes through the library and just picks whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, you have
crazy.
no idea how difficult. I go even the days of the CD visor thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Like you'd
Yep.
still have to.
yep.
And every song, like before, you couldn't burn a disc. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Oh my god, you only liked one song on each disc that was in your visor thing. You didn't
yeah.
listen to the whole album.
Absolutely.
So, well, the thing we play,
So difficult.
you're saying just like being able to take your phone while you're driving.
just-
and
just
do
whatever you
whatever.
want. You can tell Siri,
But
play
no,
this.
the thing we did is when we went to the Outer Banks, we would sit there and name 2 songs. You had to start at this one song, and you had to get yourself through all these other songs to get to
hell
the
no.
next song.
No.
So it's like the 1st
You're a-
word. So
you're
let's
a
say
sick-
let's
you're
say
a
the
sick,
first song
twisted
is we're gonna
human
start
being.
with "Baby One More Time,"
Okay.
and then you had to get to like NSYNC's "Bye Bye Bye." So you had to go
Listen
like
to all
"Baby
the
One More
songs in
Time,"
between?
and then it ends with "Time." So then you got to go to the next song that starts with "Time." So like time after time, and then you keep going
Chuck's
through.
skip button is broken in his truck. He's not telling anybody. That's
Yeah.
all.
I
Could you
would-
imagine? That's cruel. That's cruel.
No, that's the game you got to play. It's like, how can you get there?
I mean, it's the musical version of 10 Degrees of Kevin Bacon or
Ouch.
whatever.
I think so. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That hurts.
We only played like 3 rounds.
I tried
and then
it,
we were
though.
done.
Yeah, no.
I'll do like a playlist that Apple picks me. I'll say play 80s, right? And then it just does the
Yeah.
80s essential, and I'm like, I'm gonna drive from here to here, like like on the throughway,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna skip. I'm just gonna let it go. But then that one song that you don't like comes on, and you're just like,
One of the
Yeah.
coolest.
you can't do it. You
One
gotta
of
change
the
it.
coolest
Nothing you can do.
road trips I ever took. There was 4 of us, and I used my phone as a backup, so I have all of my music on my phone. And what we did was, we couldn't really decide. No one was really feeling anything. No one wanted to make a decision. I'm like, all right, I'm putting my phone on shuffle, and no matter what comes up, we're listening to it.
I do that when I mow the lawn.
So
I go straight
so
shuffle.
It
Yeah.
literally would go from say "Baby One More Time,"
Yeah.
and then it would be Michael Bublé "Christmas," and then
That's
and
already.
then it would go into "Down with the Sickness," and
Yeah.
then it would be "Love Shack," and so like it literally would go like all over the place, and it was just fun because we're like,
That's
what's
a good
next?
that's a good party
Yeah.
theme though.
It's fun.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a good party
Yeah,
thing.
just
come to Big Papa's shuffle party.
Yeah.
Where no matter what, you have to go with it. Could you imagine?
It sounds
Could you
so
imagine?
dirty.
Could
Oh
you
my
imagine?
Lord.
That's it. That's
I know,
it.
right?
Whatever they play, that's it.
So, because we're speaking of me, I'm actually good. This is a great transition. Have you guys heard of the new app? Well, it's new to me at least. Bandle.app.
Vandal.
No idea.
Bandle.app.
Bandle.
So if you go online, you can go to Bandle.app. And what it is it gives you, it breaks down like music. So it breaks it down to like the drums, the bass ensemble, electric guitar. And it's kind of like,
Oh, it takes out the layers.
it takes out the layers
Yeah.
and then it puts them on top. So first you'll hear the drums. If you can't guess the song, and at the bottom you got to guess it.
Oh, but you
Okay.
can't just like
And
get
so-
the song with drums only.
No,
That'd be good.
well, and so it goes all the way down, and then it goes to get a clue at the end, and then hopefully you can guess it.
So are you gonna like play a bandle for us?
I want to see how you guys do. You guys ready for this?
Sure.
We're
Is
gonna
it a
play
contest?
Bandle.
or we're just gonna pick?
Do we get like a genre or anything like that, or is it just?
I'm gonna warn you right now.
Here's
Chuck
what it
picks
tells.
the most random junk. So yeah, he's probably
So-
picking something so terrible.
I didn't
just
pick.
can't
No,
imagine.
the app.
All right,
picks
don't show it
this.
to me. Okay.
There's no answer.
All right.
I don't even know what it is, but because I'm
Okay.
looking at it, I don't want to play because I'll be cheating. But the song was released in 2015.
2015.
Okay, YouTube views was 1.8 billion.
Whoa.
And according to this, difficulty is easy. It's
For the video, for a video though.
For the video
YouTube video.
views.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why that helps
like a
you,
music
but
video.
Yes, I guess.
I don't know.
So okay, so here are the. Hopefully
All
this
right, let's
works.
see.
My phone's connected. I hope.
Oh geez.
Okay, so here we go. Here are the drums. And if you guess it, just like raise, like if you think you got it, just.
I'm waiting for Vincent Price to start talking about Thriller.
Yeah.
No idea.
And no one can.
Okay, so we'll stop there. Okay, so no guesses yet.
Release the Thriller.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to skip, and we're gonna go to the next one. Now this is the brass ensemble and synth. So here we
Same
go
song,
with the
same
drums.
song? With the drums.
It's the same thing. Yep. Now it's with the drums.
Same shit.
Nice job adding the
It's
synth.
coming. It's coming.
Okay. Oh, we have to listen to the drums over again.
Yeah, the drums are added in.
Okay. It's not a.
Oh.
Oh, I know what it is.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, it's a cheerleader.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
got it.
It's cheerleader.
So here we go. We will
Yep.
tap that in.
Is it it? It's got to be. That's definitely
Yeah.
the.
Is it
brass for
OMI?
sure.
Is that who it's by?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And guess.
Yeah, because the
I
intro
call
of it, the
myself
intro
a
of it is real
cheerleader.
like it's real
Yep.
slow.
Wait, it says in a different. Oh, I missed it. It says in a different galaxy. This would be correct.
Oh,
Let's see.
if it's not.
We're gonna skip to the rest. Okay. Because I think you're right. I don't know why it's.
No, this is not. If you're playing it.
That's Love Yourself. That's Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. Written by Ed Sheeran.
There it is.
Yeah, it's
That's
Love
a.
Yourself.
Dun, dun, dun!
Wow, but look how it sounds. They say like a lot of songs are
Yeah,
very
but
similar.
that-
Like
the
the drum
synth
line
on
is
this,
similar,
yeah,
things
yeah.
are similar. So,
Yeah.
all right, go do another one.
That's all I got. You can
That's
only do
all
one
you
a
got.
day. You can go to the app, download it, and pay for more and have unlimited. But
Well, I'll just pull my
We're on-
phone.
we're on
So,
a budget.
yeah, we're on a budget here. We make no money. We make no money in this podcast.
What a
so-
terrible
What a
episode.
tease.
What a terrible episode. Now go to Bandle, people. Are you getting paid for that? Because that was a good
No.
plug. Because
But
sorry,
Bandle.app.
do one a day.
You can go to Bandle.app and check it out, and it's fun. It's just something I do kind of every day
Hey,
between.
hey, Chuck, this is Bob from Bandle. We just want to let you know we got 40 billion views last night.
Yeah,
because
you're
everybody
welcome.
wanted to get their free song.
Because that would be my life. Is the one time people are listening. Which, by the way, if you are listening and watching live on YouTube or anything, you can definitely comment and leave us, and we can answer any questions or tell us how we suck or anything like that. Because that's great.
That app should be called Bandit because it just stole our show.
I know, right?
That's fine.
So yeah, I wanted to.
Somebody's gonna comment. We want to hear another song. That's all right.
No, I was close.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I thought for sure.
Yeah.
I thought for sure as soon as I heard it.
At first, I was kind of going towards Bieber, but then when you said Sheila, I was like, I do hear that. Yep, you're right. So then I typed it in, but no, okay.
I don't listen to a lot of Ed Sheeran. He looks like he's from like Lord of the Rings or something.
Ed Sheeran's amazing live.
He's like just a weird dude. But
You know how
talented
he
dude.
does his thing, right, with the looper and everything.
It's crazy.
I seen a video on YouTube or something about it. One
Yeah.
time.
So what he'll do, like a lot of the people, since Ed Sheeran started doing it, a lot of people around here have started to do it a little bit. Gary Johnson
Yeah.
and also Sean Smith have gotten really good at it as well. And what they'll do is, songs are in a count of 8. And so what they'll do is they'll start with like the bass. So it's boom, 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 and it'll record it, and then it'll keep playing it. So then he goes on and does the next, just like that app, and then he'll add in some, So
I see all the
just on top
TikTok
of each
people do
other's.
it.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a guy doing it with a beatbox the other day.
Yep.
Oh my god,
It's crazy.
He did like just a few beatbox sounds and then was just kicking
it
a whole
just kept
beat, and I
going.
was
Yep.
like, what?
And you can do like
I was like,
a
I
whole
could've-
medley. Yep.
I would have been the bomb in 7th grade. I would have crushed it. I was missing the technology.
Yeah, so he literally could do like a whole stadium just by himself with his loop pedal and his guitar.
Unbelievable.
It is. It's great. He has like a round stage. He stands in the middle
Yep.
of the whole entire thing. He's just sitting there playing. It's just like it's kind of scary. You don't have anybody up there. It's just you and your guitar.
I saw him in Canandaigua during his first album.
Okay.
And it literally was just him. And then I saw him this last summer in Giant Stadium, and they actually had a backup band for like the bigger songs.
Yeah.
Like especially the the big ballads and stuff like that. So that it sounded more like the actual album.
Okay.
that
Okay.
kind of thing.
How about the
But yeah.
how about the concerts in the Sphere thing in Vegas? I
That
was
looks-
watching
that
one
looks
online the other day.
So
Crazy.
cool.
And they had the band there, and it was when you seen the whole screen, it looked like they were in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Because they started taking off, and I was like, oh my god, it looked like they were all in a hot air balloon. I'm like, this is nuts. Like,
And apparently you can get like 16,000 people in that place.
there was so
It's
many people
crazy.
in there, and it's just flying over a city, and I'm like, there's nobody here getting sick, thinking, oh my god.
I
what's
also
going
saw
on?
That's what I'm scared. Like I want
Right?
to go, but I get motion
You would get-
sickness.
you would-
I can't. I
It looks
can't.
like a
go to,
total
I can't
mind-
go to an IMAX. Dude,
Like it's a
'cause,
total
yeah.
mind mess up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling
See,
you.
I saw one where they had just like a football game going on, and the way it was shaped and everything, it literally looked like you were at the game. You were just like in box seats, and it was just fantastic. You're inside.
That's where we're gonna do.
It's-
That's where we're gonna do
amazing.
the Mike Tyson's Punch Out episode. We're gonna play Mike Tyson's Punch Out in the Sphere all around us.
Because we have a budget
Yeah.
at Bacon on the Rocks, which is $0.
That's where he gets paid from Bandolino or whatever it was.
Bandle.
So I'm doing. I have a residency at the Turning Stone for New York Rec and Social. That new place.
Yep.
It's incredible, and they have private areas. So if you want, there was actually a group of like 10 guys. They went in and got 2 private things for their fantasy draft.
Okay.
So they got the food and the drink and everything, and they have like 4 TVs right there just for you.
Yeah.
There's a huge one and then like 3 little ones, and some days you walk by and somebody has like a Nintendo 64 plugged in, and they're literally just sitting there, just going to town and play. It's really
They're
cool.
like adding on or something over there again too. They're like building
They're
more
always-
casino
well-
or something. I don't know what they're doing.
Actually, Rome Health, because I'm up at Rome Health. They're part of what they're doing is they're building a whole new conference. They're building more of the hotel. It's going to be a conference center. They're gonna have medical assistance there now, which Rome Health will be helping along with. I think Upstate Medical as well. So there's a lot going on, and I think it's
So now you can
Crescent
go
or
there for
something
your
like that.
doctor's appointment,
Yeah.
and then cash your paycheck, and then gamble.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
all in one. And then when you sit there and you get hurt a little bit, you get a paper cut or something. You just go get it taken care of, and you go back and gamble more.
Your finger pushing button.
Yeah,
button,
you
button pushing
sprain
finger
it.
goes bad. Oh, I sprayed my finger.
It's funny because
Sprained
New
my finger.
York Rec and Social was like the first part of that huge expansion thing, and they really they did it right, man. They
They
really
crush it.
they
I'll
do
tell you
that,
what though,
yeah.
I don't know what people say about whatever, but those guys crush it. Like
Yeah.
their
when
stuff is
they
always
do
nice
something,
and
they
like,
do
oh my God.
they spare no expense. They do
It's
it right.
unbelievable.
Yep,
You know?
yep, absolutely, they do.
And
It's
they make
awesome.
things look good. I haven't been to the beach. People say that they did a good job and things look really great, but I haven't
Yep.
seen it over there yet, so I don't know.
No, it's
But
good.
yeah,
It needs it. They could do a good job with it if they do it. So anyway,
Yeah,
Bandolino money.
Bandle,
Oh, Bandle.
not Bandolino.
Sorry. I don't know. You
Bandolino.
seem
Why
like a
are you
Bandolino.
correcting him if you're not getting paid?
Because we're gonna be able to have fun with it.
I'm trying to help him get paid. In case they see the episode, they'll be like, "Oh, we love it. It was great." We're gonna make
The
a new
more I
commercial.
say
it's
it-
not Bandolino, it's Bandolonium, whatever the hell it is.
No, we're just gonna make that app instead, and we'll just make
What
money
is
off
it?
that.
Bandle? I can't even
Bandle
say it. I can't even
app.
say it. Bandle. It sounds like something they have at Lowe's.
Like
that puts
Wordle.
wood
You know how
together.
there's Wordle? They went with Bandle.
Hey Gary, we better run that through the Bandle machine because
I need my Google machine to figure out where the bandit went.
yeah.
By the way, where's the bacon? I only came because of
Gary's mom's gonna call. I listened to this thing called Bacon on the Rocks, and can you download this Bandle thing for me?
What is this thing? Oh my gosh! So I've had to do when I first started in radio. I was doing the first time I started doing mornings. I was doing a classic rock morning show during the Attitude Era. So I mean, you guys are wrestling fans. It's like the Stone Cold. Everyone's giving the
Oh, geez.
the middle finger, and
Yeah.
things are real risque. So much so that I actually did the morning show with Frank from a gentleman's club in Utica. We called it Legs and Eggs, and we sold it. We got permission from management. They sold it. They sold sponsorships to it, and we pulled that whole thing off. And then a few years later, I'm at a different station, and times have changed, and so the content has to change.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, just as life has, you got to be careful of what you say and how you say
you
it.
gotta go with the
So I
times.
had to come up with different ways to talk about sex. And one of the ways I did was I talked about the brown chicken, brown cow.
Yeah.
And so trying to explain to my mother, Grandma B, she's like, "What's a brown chicken, brown cow?"
I don't understand.
I heard you talk about a brown chicken. I grew up on a farm. What's the brown chicken, brown cow?
Listen, they're pretty gross in health class in school.
Yeah.
Because my kids have come home and they told me something like they said what? what did they say? I'm like, whew, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember my health class, but I was just like, wow. They're like, come on, did you know about this? Did you know about that? Did you know that? I'm like, yeah, dude. Like,
I know you're
learned
not
that-
supposed
you learned
to.
all of that today? Like, that's a lot to consume. Okay, it's not just like the brown cow, brown
Actually,
whatever.
Dad, I stole your phone.
My gosh.
I looked at your Google machine.
Let me just tell you something. Those kids, the technology is a little bit better for them too these days. It was a little bit tougher back in the 80s or 90s.
Oh yeah, the JC Penney catalog. All right.
No, there was always that one friend that you had that was like, I got this. And he's running with the VHS tape. I found this. Where'd you find it? Oh, I just found something. Yeah, you found that. You're dead. And you better bring that back before he gets home from work. He's going to be looking for it.
Oh, jeez.
I think they passed that tape around. It was worn out in certain spots. I was like, dude, why is it all fuzzy in this one spot? I don't know. I lent it to so-and-so. Yeah, okay.
I just remember I worked at Utica College my first year in there, and just like I was cleaning all the dorm rooms after,
boy.
and
Oh,
the
boy.
stuff that was just coming out, and like you're saying,
It was like
the
a ditty
VHS,
party?
the
The dorm-
boxes.
the
They
dorm-
just left the boxes, and so you're
It was
just
like a ditty party. What is all this? Chuck came home. Why is there so much lube?
Oh God. Oh man, the way that this story is coming out, at first it's like, how can you not make fun of it?
Yeah.
You know, because it seems so surreal and so like anything that we could think of that's realistic. Take that and multiply it by 1,000,000, and like literally, that's what it is.
I'm pretty sure my oldest son was like, Dad, why did he need so much lube? Like he said it to me one day just driving home from school. I'm like, who?
God.
I go, who? He goes, P. Diddy. I go, what? What? Like that was on the internet or something? I didn't even get I didn't get the message. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I
But
don't
also,
know
I just
why,
see
like-
memes of people like someone's like striking into some big white thing or whatever, and it's just like it looks like oil's coming out of it,
Right.
but they're like someone's dropping off
gosh.
lube at Diddy's house. Is what they say.
Poor Diddy. Poor Diddy.
Now, I was thinking about doing like Big Poppa's fun lotion, you know, and just try, because obviously there's a market.
There is now.
But
There is now.
but at the same time, like you're going through, and we all want to know who.
Yeah,
who,
yeah.
You know? And then
We'll never know. We'll never know.
We'll find out some. We'll find
We'll
out.
never know.
There's gonna be there'll be a couple. I'd say probably like 3 to 5 more.
You see all those pictures? You know, many people are like, oh,
Oh,
they're like, oh
yeah.
my God. They're like, oh my God.
Yeah, the only one that's not sweating is Cat Williams right now. But then I ran across a TikTok, and it was a girl that was like a victim at one of those parties, and it was like, oh yeah, that's we were looking at it like it was a victimist thing, and it was consensual with everybody. No,
But when
and
you were
that's-
when you were DJing and interning, you would have totally went to a Diddy party, right?
Oh,
Say
yeah.
he came into the station, was like, "Yo, Gary, why don't you come over to my place? Come to one of my parties." You're like, "Oh, I'm going to a Diddy party."
yeah, seriously, I
Yeah,
mean,
see,
I-
and then
I-
you'd get
I-
there and you'd go,
Oh,
I see.
oh wow.
"My Uber's out front. I gotta go right now."
Luckily, the closest thing to that was had nothing to do with the party, but Alice Cooper took me to the movies once.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. It was when I was at 107. They did. Alice Cooper has a syndicated night show, and when he tours around, he'll stop in at whatever radio station is close, and he'll record like a week's worth of shows.
Okay.
So he came in, and we did a little thing. The OD came in when that was a thing, and KTV, and he did like a little question and answer for like maybe 10, 15 minutes. It was really cool, really cordial. Then everybody left except me because I knew how to work the room.
Yep.
And so I'm just sitting out there, and after about 20 minutes, he came out, and
Hey, Gary,
he's like,
you want to go catch a movie? Want to go catch a movie? I can just picture his face and what he looks like and saying, "Do you want to go catch a movie?" I'd be like,
no, he came out. He's like, hey, the band wants to go see Catwoman. This is the this is the timeline now. The band wants to go see Catwoman. Is there a movie theater close? And this is when Marquee just opened down the road
Oh,
here.
nice.
"You're like, oh yeah, let me bring you there." Let's go.
And I'm like, let me check. I'll check the paper. So he went to the bathroom, came back, and I'm like, yeah, there's a showing at right over there. Place just opened. He's like, awesome. You want to come?
Do I want to come? Like, yeah,
Yep.
okay.
And so
Gary's walking in. Hey guys, look, this is it. You know what this is? This is Alice Cooper. Look.
So do you remember Brent Dax, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he and I stayed in the same dorm in college and whatnot. So we were really, really close. And so I call him like, we're going to the movies with Alice Cooper. Meet me at the Marquee.
Now.
It's gonna be at such and such a time. Meet me there. Holy yes, I'm on my way. So it was him and like his handler, a couple of his band people, and Brent Dax and myself.
Okay.
So we're about to leave the station, and Alice Cooper comes out, and he's wearing a pair of jeans, t-shirt, and a leather coat because it's Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
And he looks at me, he's like, "Do you have a hat I can borrow? Just so I can put my hair up and just kind of go incognito."
I just feel like people wouldn't really notice him. I don't know.
Well, he's scraggly, but he also
because I always see a lot of famous people, and it's just so weird because you don't even know. Like they go from like one extreme to the next, and you wouldn't even know. Like we were just at a Red Sox game, and one of the players was like, "Oh, I can't sign this autograph. I got to go over to Tasty Burger. I'll be right back." He just walked right to Tasty Burger and then came back and walked by a bunch of people. People probably didn't know who it was. We went to Tasty Burger. We were like, "Oh, so and so was just in here get a burger." He was. What?
Crazy.
I'm like, what?
Crazy,
he plays
right?
baseball a block away. You don't know.
And the thing is, especially with like, those are just people. You know what I'm saying? People put them up on this pedestal a lot of times.
And when you're not looking, so you know who I saw in Myrtle Beach? I saw the guy from Mall Cop, Vic. What the heck's his name? He's a comedian.
Kevin,
He's in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Kevin,
I didn't see 2.
Vic. My gosh, I can't think of his name. I gotta think of his last name. He does the thing with the keys. He's like, the push button to start, and my wife, and she calls me and she needs the key, and I was about to take a huge blank, and Vic DiBitello or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He was eating breakfast at our hotel at the free breakfast. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's the mall cop guy. Like, my wife's looking, she goes, who? And I'm like, it's him. And it's Vic, the guy. And she knows the one skit about the car keys with the push.
Okay.
It's hysterical. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, go say something. I was like, I got to make sure though. I can't tell. Then I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. So he
don't
gets
want
up,
to
he's
interrupt.
leaving.
Don't want to interrupt. When
So I
they're
look him
eating.
up, and he was in Myrtle Beach doing a show for 3 days. And I was like, he was staying at our hotel. I'm like, it would have been great, but he totally blended in. Like,
So
what happened with the hat? Yeah, where did that go?
Alice Cooper comes over and he's like, "Do you have a hat I can borrow?" And I'm like, "Let me look." And the week before, we had the guy who ran Girls Gone Wild on the show.
oh Jesus.
And he sent us a care package.
He probably still has the hat.
Sent us a care
He
package.
sent us a care package, which included a hat. And I'm sorry. I said, "I'm sorry, Alice Cooper. All I have is this one hat."
He's
and he
probably like, I love that. I
he
love
looks
that.
at it and he goes,
I got all those.
"My
seasons.
wife's gonna hate it, but my drummer will love it." So he puts his hair up, puts the hat on. We go in, watch the movie. He paid for everybody. We go to leave. There were actually people did recognize him and actually waited for him to leave and sign some autographs and stuff.
Yeah.
Next day was the show at the Turning Stone. I go backstage. He had a tour hat waiting for me to replace the hat that I gave him.
That's awesome.
Like how cool is that?
That's cool.
You know,
that even thought of like that. He even like thought of you. Like
Thoughtful.
many
think
times
about
people
it,
just be like, "Yeah, I got it. Whatever, no big deal."
Right.
It was like just it
That-
wasn't like a hat you literally took off your head, but
but still, but the small details and like the show of respect was really, really cool. And it's one of those fond memories that I'll always keep.
great.
You know.
Whatever happened to those Girls Gone Wild commercials? Remember?
Oh my gosh.
Remember? As soon as it hit like 10, 11 o'clock on TV, remember?
Well, if it all's on Comedy Central now.
There was so many. There's like so many of those.
Well, the thing is,
holy moly.
we got DVDs.
That is true. And if you order now, you'll not only get Girls Gone Wild 3, but you'll get Girls Gone Wild College Edition. It's like, oh, this is great.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, there's something
Chuck
else.
can't make it past Girls Gone Wild. Look, he's just like,
No.
"Ugh."
What I want to do though is I want to transition. I've got a game for you. See, I'm doing everything you do for everybody else.
No, wait a second. Is
This
it a
is not
game?
this is not a game show. This is a podcast.
No, is this
No, we're gonna have fun.
Is this going to be a game that has one round and it goes nowhere because you didn't pay your subscription?
Nope, we're good. We're good.
You know, we're gonna have Gary come back on, and we're gonna pay for the subscription, and we're gonna like do like a few songs.
We're gonna
like,
do. We can do 3 songs now.
We're gonna play a game, Gary, but you only gotta give us half the answer because we don't have the full bandolino. Sorry.
Bandle. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that song's by Ed.
Oh god.
That's all you can say. Ed. That's Ed. That's about as much as you can get.
Do you see the crap I take?
Half an answer for.
I
half
do
a-
this
half a
for you
show.
people out there. I'm just telling you right now. See, look what he's doing. See, he's just sitting there laughing his ass off. What's he doing? He's just sitting there mocking
Smirking,
me
just
as
smirking.
usual. Yeah.
Thinking
and here
about
I
your,
am.
thinking about your jazz hands. Okay.
There they are. I just did them.
You didn't do them today. I'm kind of.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, you
No,
did. Yes,
didn't.
I did. They were late, but I did.
They were subdued. I saw.
He does jazz hands all the time. He goes, hey. He has
No,
to. He
that
has
one
to. It's
part.
part of his.
It's
thing.
just a thing.
Spirit fingers.
Yeah.
Jazz
That's what
hand-
you do.
This is how you know I was in a performing group when I was in high school because jazz hands are flat, like you're a mime.
Oh, you better pay
They don't-
attention.
I do the.
So,
Oh, yeah.
jazz hands are flat, and then you can move the jazz hands. Spirit fingers are these.
Like
yeah.
Gary Spears' finger.
Yeah. There it is.
Is that named after you?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
As opposed to this, that's a little bit different.
That's how you get to a Diddy party.
Okay.
Keep
We're
those
gonna.
hands to yourself. Let's keep those hands to yourself.
That's how you get VIP.
This table is not big enough. People don't know how close I am to Gary right now. I'm a little nervous.
They might have an idea because you can see like all the cameras.
Gary
and all
almost touched me with those fingers.
Well, the funny thing is I just realized that Chuck doesn't have dogs anymore, and I'm like, what's been tickling my feet?
You're
Thanks.
welcome. You're welcome.
Oh
Anyway.
dear.
All right, get to this
Okay.
game. Get to
So
this
we
game.
had this game. It's called "Who's Your Papa Challenge."
Oh, jeez.
Who's your daddy?
God.
Who's your daddy?
Yep.
Challenge?
Is this going to lead to me doing like extra child support or something?
It could. We'll
Oh my
see where
God.
it goes.
Son
We'll see
of
where
a-
it leads.
Listen,
We
my
have a
kids,
special guest on the line.
my kids are 24
Gary, what were
and
you
about to
doing?
be 22. All right,
You're starting all over. You're
What
going
were you
right
doing
back
on
to
January?
the
Listen, I
12th?
got fixed 5 years ago. Okay, hashtag no more babies. I'm good.
Didn't work.
We have somebody here from 1994 claiming that you're their father.
By the way, best copay ever. Okay, go ahead.
More. Okay, so what I've got is I've got a list of famous fathers through TV, movies, things like that. I want to see if you can name them
Okay.
just by hearing that. That's all it's going to be.
What do you got to
So-
say? The voice?
Yeah, you're
What,
going to
you're
just hear
gonna
the
play
voice.
it? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to play it. So I've got a list
you're
here.
gonna play me a voice.
Yeah.
You're going to hear like a clip from their movie or their TV show, and I want to see if you can guess who
I
who
can't.
the
Okay.
Papa is.
All right.
Okay.
Did you? Oh,
I have
God.
no
I
idea.
have fear. He does this with me, but last time it was like a Christmas list or something. He ripped it up
No.
and threw it away. He got so mad. Anyway, the last
Because he
game we
ruined the bet.
the
Anyways.
last game we played did not go good.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna go easy. We're gonna go easy on you for the first one. Okay, so here's the first one. Let's see if
Okay.
you know who this Papa is.
Yellow.
Oh yeah, we know
Well, I have
that.
to speak up. I'm wearing a
Oh,
towel.
come on.
Yeah, that's Homer.
Okay, there we go. We got that one.
Can you turn
See, I
that?
don't
Can you
have
turn that up? Thank you.
There
It was
you go.
a little low.
Mike's got to be quiet when we're talking. We're doing
Yeah.
this too. Okay, here comes. So we'll go a little bit harder. Let's see here. Let's see if you know this one. Ready?
Yep.
Huh. I know they said it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but it's really nice out. Maybe it won't rain. Oh my God, it's raining. It's raining so much.
Do you know who that is?
One more time.
Huh. I know they said it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but it's really nice out. Maybe it won't rain. Oh my God, it's raining. It's raining so much.
I don't know.
Bob Belcher, Bob's Burgers.
I never watched.
No,
it.
okay. Well,
Never
then guess what?
watched
That's not your fault. Not your fault. Okay. We will go
I didn't know
to.
either. I didn't know.
Here, we'll do this one.
I don't think comedian is a bad word. It is in this house. I just spent thousands of dollars sending you to a top-notch prep school. Maybe I should have just sent you to Camp Funny Pants.
Is that the guy from
That was
Distinguished
Uncle Phil.
Gentlemen?
Uncle Phil. Yep,
Uncle Phil.
absolutely.
There you go.
Why doesn't my dad love me?
Okay, and let's see here. We've got. Oh, let's see if you know this one. Ready?
Son, I am ashamed of you. Don't you know that when you make a mistake, you fess up to it? Trying to cover it up only makes things worse.
Classic TV dad.
Oh, that's Mr. Winslow.
Carl Winslow. That's
From
right from Family Matters.
Yep.
Yep, 100%. I wish I had a bell. I should have put a bell at that last one. Darn
Ding
it.
ding ding. Want me to do the bell? Since
Let's
I'm
see
not doing
here.
anything.
Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit tougher because of the scene. So
All right.
really kind of try to listen to the voice. And here we go.
Oh, again, ladies and gentlemen, it's a front suit forge. No, he's got her over. He's going for it. He's going for the figure four. He's bouncing off the ropes. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie on the door. Oh,
1990s.
One more time. Turn it up.
Oof.
Oh, again, ladies and gentlemen, it's a front suit forge. No, he's got her over. He's going for it. He's going for the figure four. He's bouncing off the ropes.
This one's a little tougher.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
Katie
oh.
on the door.
Is that John Goodman from Roseanne?
Yes.
Definitely a wrestling scene.
Yes. 100%. Nice job. That was a
Yeah.
good one.
You want to hear a really backhanded insult / compliment?
Sure.
Everybody has those movies you'll stop and watch every single time it's on, right?
Yes.
One of those for me, good, bad, or indifferent, is Coyote Ugly.
Okay. Yep.
And a girl I was dating at the time was watching with me, and the scene where John Goodman got up on the bar and danced, and she's like, "Look, honey, it looks like you."
Oh, what the?
Yeah.
How about when you were watching Yellowstone and the Coyote Ugly girl just popped up as the PETA chick or whatever she was?
I haven't seen any
Yeah,
of those.
no
I was
idea.
like, why does that girl look familiar?
I didn't get that far
Oh
in.
my God, honey, it's the girl from Coyote Ugly and she's ugly now.
I did get to interview Piper Paraboo. She was awesome. Yeah, she was awesome in that. Yeah.
Okay, so we got one more. This one I don't know if you're gonna know.
Is this one a hard one or an easy one?
I don't know if you're gonna know it because this is kind of newer.
Okay.
But I don't want to say too much. But let's see if you can get
Bring
it.
it.
So here we go.
Here's Johnny.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Ding, 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 brr, brr, brr. Insert coin for awesome prizes.
Cha-ching.
This machine doesn't take imaginary coins. Go and get a job and earn real ones.
Bro, what in the Blues Clues? I don't even know
Oh,
what
you're
he's
close.
listening to.
It's not Blue's Clues, but you're really close to that
Chuck's
one.
notorious for these
Is-
kinds of
no,
shows.
this one-
He knows.
Is this the one where there's a pink one and there's like their dogs? There's a pink one and a blue one.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's
Yeah.
called.
Bluey.
Yeah.
Bluey? Is that
Bluey.
what it
Yeah,
is?
because there's a blue one and a pink
Yep,
one,
and that's
right?
the day.
Yeah.
Don't make a
I'm
face.
so ashamed of you.
No, because that's I'm telling you, it's super popular.
You know, this
so-
podcast was going good, and then all of a sudden...
That's how you know
just-
my kids are grown.
like-
Because I was like, ah.
That's why that was the
can't
one.
end
So
it.
here's the
You're gonna
thing.
end it on Bluey?
No, we're not
Man,
gonna end
you
it
better
on-
you better spice it up, Chuck.
Let's see who else I
Or
got.
Bandolino's gonna cancel you.
Who's gonna cancel me?
Bandolino.
I can't talk to you anymore. I can mute your mic. Hold on.
Or you could do the Italian
So-
version.
Is there more or
Bandolino
no?
Rosso.
Nope, that's the gist of that one.
I got
You
all
did
the-
good.
I
No,
got all the
so
one.
so we've got a prize for you.
Oh,
Oh, God.
it's a consultation price. 'Cause
You don't need this then.
You got a couple of the answers.
It's a like real deal.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
That's very fancy.
I got
It's
stickers.
very fancy.
Got some
stickers?
stickers, and Mike actually that etchings. Mike
Yeah, I
does
did
that.
that, yeah.
Mike did the etching on that.
That's awesome.
I'm fancy sometimes.
So
get fancy.
yeah. So in case you can't see, we just gave him one of our Bacon on the Rock glasses that.
Yeah, see that? Oh, there you go.
Oh, it's in Mike's face. There it is. So yep, and a couple stickers. So
That's awesome. Thank you.
yeah, those are very limited edition. So we don't just hand those
The
things
next
out.
time I make those glasses, I'm gonna put on the back sponsored by Bandolino.
Okay, I can take a hint. So fine, we're gonna end this. Where are we at?
No, it's not. I mean, I just wanted to do another song. That's all I wanted to do. You know?
Well, we are. We're gonna do. He has one more thing. He's got to do the Fast Five.
I can do. I have no time limit, so whatever you guys want to do.
We got the Fast Five remaining. So here we go. Fast Five, and we got.
So is this like my quick six?
Yeah, this is like your quick
think so,
six.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
ashamed of you.
That's not the one at all. He's
Did I just
ashamed.
say that? Did I just say I was
I'm
ashamed
not
of
ashamed.
you?
I thought it was.
That's a technical problem. That
No, I
was my fault.
thought I am not ashamed of you. I thought it was Morgan Freeman at first from Shawshank.
Okay, let's try this again. There it is. There is the Fast Five music.
Very nice.
Okay. So, for this Fast Five with Gary Spears from Mix 102.5, our first question is, what was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid?
He-Man.
Oh, yes!
I was He-Man, and this was the time when everything was plastic.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
it
it was.
the half mask with the rubber band.
It was
Yeah.
it was a full mask, and
Yep.
you sweat. Your whole face just sweat. And then you had like the plastic tarp that went over.
Yep.
And because we're in central New York, it went over your winter
Winter
coat.
coat.
It was like a sauna suit.
So you're just walking around like this. So yeah,
I was Orko.
Yep.
Because we couldn't find He-Man.
Who was the orange guy? The orange guy.
That was Man in Arms.
I was Man in Arms.
You're Man in Arms?
Right. Probably
Look at
because
that.
there was no He-Man costumes.
We almost had the full cast. We just needed not She-Ra.
But mine was like
whoever
that
it was.
super plastic
Skeletor.
mask with just the
Skeletor.
Made a Skeletor.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know. if that's
awesome.
Skeletor.
Okay, second one. So because it is Halloween, we'll stay with that. What's your
Halloween?
go-to candy?
My go-to candy.
Wait, go to Halloween candy or go to
no,
candy?
we'll just say candy.
Yeah.
Because you would hope to get it for Halloween.
Yeah.
Obviously, the go-to is peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter. But not the whatever's in season. So if it's the
Okay.
football, if it's
Oh,
the pumpkin,
the big ones. Like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
eggs, Reese's eggs.
yeah,
Oh,
whatever
Yeah.
holiday it is.
Okay.
Those are the
But it
best.
tastes way different though, right?
That's why they're
Right? Isn't it
I
crazy?
know,
It's
tastes-
not even close.
They taste better.
It's so much better.
But beyond that, I'm a big Kit Kat person, and also the Reese's pieces, the Reese's peanut butter cups with like the crunch things in the middle. The Reese's crunch
Fast
bar.
break or no?
No,
Crunch Bar.
the fast break thing too.
No,
Crunch
no,
bar.
Fast break's good. But
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
that works.
I mean, is there a Halloween though one? Because Mike, that's a good point. Like, is there a Halloween that just candy corn? I mean, is that your thing or?
Oh God no. God no. Give me for Halloween. Give me the mini Snickers all day.
Okay,
Ooh,
there you go. Perfect. Okay. What is the last show you binged on?
I binge watched the Vince McMahon docuseries
I'm
on Netflix.
on it right now. I'm just starting to watch it.
That was the last thing I binged.
Okay. How'd you like it?
It was good, and they did the best they could, knowing that they were never going to get everybody back again.
Yeah.
Because they had this, they had all this footage, And there's no way Vince McMahon or any of those people are going to get in front of a camera anytime soon to talk about that.
Yeah.
Talk about the lawsuit and stuff like that. But, I thought it was really good.
Yeah. So this one I might have stolen from you. I don't remember. But what's your favorite toy as an adult?
Favorite toy as an adult? My phone.
Okay. And this one might be a little bit tough. Celebrity you would love to hang with.
Couple answers.
You can't say Alice Cooper.
No. Honestly, I'd love to hang with like Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon together.
Okay.
I think that would be fun. And Amy Schumer, Jennifer Lawrence, and Adele hang out sometimes. And I just think like if I was
Together? They all hang out together?
yeah, like before they had kids, the three of them like would go and get wine drunk together. And I just think that would just be a fun party to be a part of. I'm
That'd
just
be great,
just
yeah.
saying.
And then, you all,
And then the other one would be Ed Sheeran. Yeah.
And then you guys all go to Diddy's house after.
Anyway, so there's your Fast Five with Gary Spears. Awesome. So thank you so much. Let me kill that. We're going to do this little...
Slow. Are you going to go back to yourself now?
What? No.
'Cause you're
Oh,
gonna
can
tell
I?
everybody.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I can do that. There it
Tell
is.
them what's up.
That's what we're always talking about. Just before you guys come on, it's this. So anyways,
It's like you're going
Gary,
to time warp or something.
thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad we finally found time to get together.
Listen, anytime you guys want, I'm around. Just want to shamelessly plug the fact that I'm on Mixwater 2.5 every weekday from 6 to 9:30.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow we're actually doing a teacher appreciation happy hour at Pizza Boys. We're calling it Teacher's Time Out.
Okay.
So we got lots of stuff going on there. Opening up for Brett Michaels at the Turning Stone Event Center coming up on October
That'll be
19th, which is really really incredible. And yeah, listen to the radio and stuff because that helps pay the bills.
Awesome.
So,
I love it.
and the residency at New York Rec and Social at Turning Stone. So,
See,
I'm
the guy who
everywhere.
does everything, everywhere,
he does
all the
everything
time.
everywhere.
He's just going. So awesome. Everybody, thanks so much. Be sure to tune in. We'll see you next week. We're still live.
Okay. All right.